being such a prolific photographer and filmmaker, what like right now, what is a story that has not been told yet that you feel like you
Yeah.
want to be responsible for telling, or a particular narrative or perspective?
Um, that's a really good question. I think right now is kind of an ideation period, I guess. In terms of narratives I'm interested in telling, I mean, I think up to this point, I've been kind of positing this idea of like young Black folks as kind of teaming or being close to freedom visually. So I'm interested in like all the ways in which that can play out. I'm interested in like I love like I'm kind of like my mind's a bit blown right now having had this conversation with Arthur Jaffa, who I keep referencing a couple days ago. So ultimately what I want to do is be a filmmaker. Be kind of
Okay.
in within a Hollywood system, but be kind of subverting that, whatever that means. And so I'm interested in making movies, and that's what I've been trying to work on. So the photography thing has always been an amazing kind of practice ground or like playground to make arresting images that grab people. And all the
Mm-hmm.
accomplishments have been amazing, but I think I'm well on my way to like kind of taking a stab at making a movie. And so I was talking to Arthur and AJ, he was second unit DP on Crooklyn, worked with Spike Lee. He was cinematographer on Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut, Daughters of the Dust. So, he went
Mm.
from that to being an artist. And when we were in conversation, I was like, what do you think of this movie or that movie? And he's like, yeah, all that's cool. You can be a Black director per se and have a movie with Black actors in it and have that won't necessarily be Black cinema.
Mm.
I love his interest in. He's like, you can make a Hollywood film with some Black actors in it with Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield, whatever, but it might not necessarily be Black cinema. So I'm interested in like, what are the things about me culturally that can make it onto the screen in very technical ways? Like AJ is interested in like manipulating images to, you
Yeah.
know, he's interested in like basically making jazz with images is how he looks at it, freestyling and mixing things up and making these mixtapes of things he likes. I really like that. So I'm interested in like doing the production version of that or the movie version. It's like, how can I kind of make a film that feels like me, feels like how I feel? That's what I'm interested in doing. Feels young and
That's
free,